is in the news a lot today. There's a lot going on with the franchise. Hey, Brett Tim, what's going on? And come September, hopefully in September, but at least next year, I actually plan on creating a unit and teaching a full fleshed out unit using this game, regardless if we're actually in the building or not. But I need to refresh my mind on everything that went down in this game before I start making the curriculum, so that's why I'm playing it here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And this is going to be, we're going to play through the main game, and when we finish, we'll also play through the DLC Left Behind. And we'll probably do about an hour and a half, 2 hours each week. So this one will be spread out over a little bit. All right, new game. I'll stay on normal. I'm a normal guy. Oop, don't mind that. This game will definitely be interesting to play in the midst of a pandemic. So as you all can see in the chat, there is a link to help raise money for Black Lives Matter. If you're interested in donating, you can see the link in the chat. I know our stream last night raised a couple $100, which is great.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job. I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning.
As you all probably know, this is one of the best intros to any game ever made.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Oh, crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here.
What's this?
Your birthday? You kept complaining about your broken watch. So I figured, you know.
I'm interested in hearing, so I do know a number of my students have played this game, but I'm interested in hearing what they think about how, the ones who haven't, about how cinematic the opening of this game is.
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, I remember when this game first came out, I actually didn't play it. I watched my older brother play through it, and for me, it was just like watching a movie. I only just played it for the first time about 2 months ago.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Uncle Tommy? Hello?
This game also holds up incredibly well for a game released in 2013.
What was that all about?
Like, I always note that they specifically start you off right in front of a mirror, because mirrors are often hard to do in games, and you see many developers kind of just skimp out on putting reflections. Oh, I bet it's hard.
Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
Congratulations. You're not a fossil yet. Happy birthday. Dear Dad, let's see. You're never around. You make the music I'm into. You practically despise the movies I like, and yet somehow you still manage to be the best dad every year. How do you do that? Happy birthday, Pops, Sarah. Alright, so there's a chance that I'm going to have my one of my students stream this game through Twitch just like this whenever I do teach with it. So I'll probably have him or her read it out loud, read all the stuff out loud.
Phone's dead.
Which pick bred him? Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, that one will come back into play a lot over the course of the game.
Dad?
Admin spikes that area. Ooh, hospitals, right? So I like how this game sets the stage, right? It's not telling you what's happening, it's showing you
Daddy?
subtly what's going on in the world. And whenever I do play a game with my students, I always have a section like setting the stage and making predictions of how the rest of the game's going to play out.
You in here?
Seem to be somehow connected to the
Where
nationwide
the heck
pandemic.
are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
That's
signs
nearby.
of increased aggression, and
Everybody out of here now. There's a gas leak. Hey,
there seems to be some commotion coming from.
get the hell out of here!
What was that? Oh God. Dad?
I remember that specifically blew my brother in my mind. With everything synced up so nicely.
Dad? What is going on?
Right, it's just, this game is cinematic on a completely different level than anything we'd seen before. Ooh, guitar. That's important for Joel's character. Notice the dog barking.
There's his phone. Eight missed calls. Where the hell are you? Call me on my way.
I'm going to be home late tonight. Go ahead and order food. See you in the morning,
Where
Dad.
is he?
Alright, and then the dog just stopped barking. But you can notice the tire swing. Right, it's moving.
There you are.
Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out.
Yeah, totally agree, son
What's
of a.
going on?
The sound design in this and in the sequel are both just
Something right with them. I
incredible.
think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jesus. Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
You shot him.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
Listen to me. There is something bad going on. We have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
And I always love that you actually started the game not as Joel. Right? It kind of subverts expectations of what you're going to do going into the game.
You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit. You got blood all over you.
It ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
They're saying half the people in the city lost their minds.
Can we just please go?
Some sort of parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later.
Hey, Sarah. How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine. Can we hear us on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
That's not a good idea.
No cell phone. No radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsmen wouldn't shut up.
They said where to go?
Totally, Mr. Gowell.
They said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway. No getting into
But even
Travis
this, right? And in this, so this is the remastered version on PS4. But even this still looks pretty great.
Did they say how many are dead?
Probably a lot. Found this one family all mangled inside their house.
Yeah, playing through the part 2, it's wild how good it looks. Maybe eventually I'll play through part 2 here. But that game is heavy. I need some time before I dive back into that.
Now they're going on about the East Coast, the West Coast. Holy hell. That's Lewis's farm. I hope that son bitch made it out.
I'm sure he did.
Were we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city.
Yeah, same here, Brett Sim. I totally will replay it again eventually.
That's right, he did.
There's lots of games coming out still this year. Like Ghost of Tsushima comes out in about a week and a half, and so does the new Paper Mario, which I'm pretty excited about.
Kid, Joel.
So do
But
we.
we have room.
Keep driving, Tommy.
So I think whenever I do teach this to my students, I'm going to talk on moments like that, where, like, should you stop, would you stop if you were in this similar situation?
This is bad. Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
We could just backtrack and...
Fuck, man, let's go!
Tommy!
Holy shit! What just happened? What the fuck just happened? Did you see that?
Yes, I saw it.
God damn.
Turn here, turn here.
No. Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
Again, in so many games these days, just kind of throw you into the action.
Back up then!
So the fact that I'm still playing as Sarah, and I have no control of anything right now, right? You just kind of have to sit back and just watch. I remember that scared the crap out of me the first time I played this game, or watched this game. They do not call them zombies, Potter. They only ever call them infected. And then different types of infected have different names.
Get back. Get back.
That's the first brick.
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come
Lots
on,
of bricks or bottles in this game that you can throw.
What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run.
Keep us safe. Come on, baby. Now hold on tight.
Thanks, Mr. Grow. Gao, Mr. Gao. I said Mr. Grow.
Oh no.
Keep your eyes closed, honey.
Oh my.
like how that's how the game lets you know to go right.
Those people are on fire.
Don't look so.
Why are they doing this?
Keep looking at me, baby. Over there.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
Get back! There's too many of them! This way! Through the alley!
Nothing ever good happens in alleyways.
He's dead! God damn it! We're almost there. We're almost there, baby. They're getting through the fence! Keep going! Find your way out of here! Come on!
Although, I should note, not everyone should note that if you ever do plan on teaching with a game like this in school, to definitely provide some kind of warning or notice beforehand, just because it is a very violent game and things could be triggering in some way.
Daddy, we can't leave him.
The school the students I would be playing this with would be seniors, all of whom were over 18 years old, so I can kind of get away with a little more than a lot of other teachers. But if you're 17, if you have students who are 17, it should be fine to use.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help.
Stop!
Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit. Please don't.
Oh no.
Sarah?
And this scene is what makes this intro
I know, baby, I know.
just one of the best out there in terms of video games.
Listen to me, I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please.
Yeah, whenever I do play a violent video game with my students, I always have an extensive conversation beforehand about what is going to happen. Sometimes that involves spoilers, sometimes that doesn't, but I always want to make sure that
Don't do this to me, baby.
they're ready going into something like this.
No. No. No, 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 no. Please. 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 Please don't. Please.
Right? And that would be the first lesson about, or I guess right after this would be the first lesson as a kind of setting the stage for the rest of the game.
Hundreds of bodies lining the streets. Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed. With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
I think I saw online someone actually spliced in like news clippings and recordings from stuff happening today into this scene, and it sounds very similar.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
Hey, language arts about him.
Rise with us.
We're doing all right. How's it going with you?
Darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
You just missed the best opening of any video game ever made. So this game's told in over 4 different seasons. So, Mr. Gao, I teach 2 different things. I teach social studies for juniors and seniors in high school.
I'm coming.
And I teach an elective video game literature class. So this is the game, I would be playing this game with my students in the video game literature class.
How was your morning?
And then my school's a little interesting in that I'm in New York City and it's completely dedicated to newly arrived immigrants and English language learners. And I found that video games are a good way to get my students engaging with language. Because they can hear, they interact, they read the subtitles.
Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these 2 assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that.
I've never heard of Art of the Title. I'm going to have to look into that later.
Well, that's funny.
At least find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Our Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No. He's not smart enough. I know where he's hiding.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now.
Yeah. I could definitely incorporate that into the curriculum when I start putting it together, so thank you for letting me know about that. So for video games at my school, it was nice that I started off as a club after school, right? That way I can kind of slowly bring games into the school's culture, right? So we started as a club, and then in my social studies class, I started bringing in a couple of other games like Papers, Please, Repopia Times, even Mario, and then last year was the first time that I actually taught this elective course for the first time. How does streaming feel compared to teaching? It's definitely different. So when schools actually closed and we started remote learning, I had 2 students of mine stream two different games through Twitch like this, and the rest of us were just engaging in the chat. So we played Valiant Hearts: The Great War, and we learned a little bit about World War I, and then we played Batman: The Telltale series. We went over how dialogue choices are used in video games. And, it wasn't perfect, but nothing we do remote learning-wise is going to be perfect.
Look at
but
that.
It went well overall.
Must be running low again.
And if you're all interested, all my curriculum for every single video game lesson I've ever done is available online for free. Alright, so when I do play this, I'm going to encourage my students to walk around, look at all the graffiti. Yeah, nothing right now feels perfect. Thank you, Brett Tim. Yeah, so that's my website where all of my curriculum is available for free for anyone who wants. And I also blog whenever I teach with video games, so you can go see how things have gone in my classroom if you're interested.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
That just means more people are sneaking.
They fucking lynched him.
The entire squad?
I gotta sell new papers.
The way I heard it,
That
they
shouldn't
lined
give
them
us
up in
any
the
static
street
up
and cut
there.
'em off.
Right, cool.
Drive on through.
So right now we're playing on PS4, PlayStation 4.
Had the day off, visiting a friend.
All right, move on through.
Thanks.
Although one of my students does know how to stream through his PC. So when we did the Batman game, I bought him a copy on his. I bought him a copy on his PC Steam account so that he could stream it to the class.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Attention. Checkpoint 5 is now closed.
So for this game, I'll have to have a student who has PS4 play it.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, all right?
Right, the controls are a little different from part 2.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints. We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Or we could just let Robert go.
Cute.
Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene? What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man. Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
Marlene looking for Robert? What do you make of that?
I don't like it. We better find him before the Fireflies do.
I like how they trickle information out slowly. Right, so we've seen stuff about the Fireflies. They were in that opening title sequence. We don't really know what their deal is yet.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Shit's stirring up out there. How we looking over here?
Think why?
Right. And when you do have students play games, right, encourage them to explore a little bit and walk around. Especially since a lot of your students probably
Joel,
had not really played video games before, right? So it's cool to show them all the different areas and what you can do.
Y'all take it easy out there.
Oh, God, this place reeks.
It definitely hits a little differently with the pandemic. Son of a.
There'd be light.
Luckily, things have not gotten this bad, but you know, I'm in New York, and the U.S. has not handled it the best.
Our backpacks are still here from last time.
Not a lot of ammo.
Make the shots count.
Oh, thanks, Potter.
All right, Texas. Boost me up. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Potter saying congrats is in reference to me getting married this past weekend.
Come on.
Go on.
Thank you. Yeah, we had an online wedding because we obviously can't get everyone together.
Be careful.
When am I not?
That a trick question?
I don't remember anything in here. I love looking in like every corner for materials.
Ain't been out here in a while.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am the romantic type.
Got your ways. Where's the ladder?
Well, it's got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah, it was a Zoom wedding, language arts.
Got it.
With Adam. So I built a chuppah in the apartment, and then we had everyone on Zoom, and I had one of my college buddies come. He's the only person in person. He's the only person actually in person as our photographer. And then at the end of the ceremony, we split up all the groups into breakout rooms. It was as far as Zoom weddings go, it was probably as good as it can get.
This way.
Some people dressed up, some people just wore t-shirts and shorts, but that's fine. From the waist up, at least, yes. Take materials. One thing I don't really like in this game is the flashlight. Sometimes you have to like shake your controller. Pendants.
Down through here.
Right, I'll probably have students read out, or whoever is playing the game read out the text on things that they pick up like that.
Once we get our merchandise back, it should be easy to unload.
Well, speaking of merchandise, when's that next shipment due?
We're meeting Bill next month. More pills, lots of ammo, supposedly. Hold up. Spores.
Right, so stuff like this I like, right? Because it's a form of storytelling. They haven't mentioned anything about spores, but now we know that this is part of what gets people infected.
The place was clear last time.
They're coming out of something. Stay alert.
There's our culprit.
Body's not that old. Better keep your eyes and ears open.
We should be able to fit through here.
You okay?
Yeah. Damn ceiling's falling apart. Be careful. This way.
Yeah, Son of a, it's great how, right, it just gives you information at pretty much the perfect pace.
Watch it, watch it.
Help me. My mask broke.
So this is a very important moment.
Don't leave me to turn.
Personally, not really in the grand scheme of things.
Please.
But his mask is broken. Right. And this is really one of the only times in the game that you have a choice. Right, usually the game forces you to do things, but right, you could either leave him to turn because he's now infected, or you can kill him before he turns into a clicker. So I'm just wondering, it'll be interesting to see what my students decide to do.
Poor bastard.
Anything to pick up? Nope. Okay. Nope, I just came from here. Watch out.
Up ahead. You hear that?
Shh.
That's too real, Bread Tim, too real.
How you want to handle it?
One thing about this game is that if you want to stay stealth, strangling people takes a long time. And then you're often seen while strangling. You can't get out of the animation. But I do like that you also, like, you don't need to fight and kill everyone. You could just sneak past. Let's see if there's anything to pick up. Full health. There we go. Just a couple bullets, okay. I do like the listening mechanic. It keeps it from being too scary. Oh, damn. I'm such a chick in these kind of games. I always bring my fiance to sit next to me if the scare scene. It reminds me of when Resident Evil 7 had come out. I played it in VR for a little bit, and it ended up being too scary for me. I had to go back to normal. So this game also has notes like this throughout it, which is good if you want to get your students reading as well. Right, so, hey brother, we were so close. I'm sitting outside the walls knowing I'll never see the inside of the zone. While waiting for the smuggler to show up, we heard a squad of soldiers approaching. In our panic, we ducked this building in hopes of hiding from them. None of us noticed the spores until it's too late. We're all infected. We have a few hours, maybe a day at most. I hope the smuggler is still coming so that I can at least pass this note to you. I should have listened to you and come into the zone with you when I had the chance. Now it's too late. Alright, so stuff like this. It's good practice for reading, then it's also just great for the world building and the lore and the history of what's going on in the game. Alright, so it's all optional, but it's there for students to get a better understanding.
Infected trying to sneak into the zone.
As much as everyone complains about it, you got all these poor bastards wishing they were living on the inside.
Fresh air. That's the one thing I love about the outside. Fucking hate the smell of the city.
Why don't you ask Bill to get you some of them air
Living in
fresheners?
New York, I can relate.
Hey, if they weren't expired,
Because New York City smells terrible all the time. Central Park's okay. Anything in here?
Through here. Cover the entrance.
I got it.
Nothing yet. Last of Us Part 2 definitely controls better. This one feels a little clunky, but that makes sense considering it's a 7-year-old game.
I'll get it.
So what's interesting about this game is it has a lot of these puzzles with planks and ladders, and the real reason they do it is because it takes a while for the game. You'll notice that the game never loads, right? And it kind of uses these puzzles as a means of getting the next part of the game to load properly.
Here, pass it to me.
Ooh, where's the button to... There we go.
It's a bit heavy.
And it's why in Last of Us Part 2, these puzzles are pretty much eliminated. I think they show up maybe one time in that game.
There we go.
Alright, so they have these puzzles, but it's really just a trick.
Get your ass up here. Let's move.
Also, shout out, the very few games do cursing as well as this game does.
Make sure there ain't any soldiers around.
It's clear.
Especially once Ellie comes in, because she uses a ton of profanity. A lot of teenagers do all the time, especially my students. In that regard, I feel like they will definitely relate with her. They'll love her as a character.
Shut it.
Nothing to pick up. Okay.
That ammo. I'm sure we'll need it.
Yeah, even 30-somethings. I definitely curse less than I used to, but I still do some, obviously.
Hey, little man. Make sure the coast is clear. No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
You know he's expecting us.
Well, that'll make it more interesting. Good to go. Come on.
Alright, everything's so subtle, even the kid just tapping on the glass.
Pretty lady, how you doing today? I heard you
Not
got
right
some
now,
work you
Terrence.
got. No, it's good. Look, I
Not
got the car.
now. You hear me?
Okay, you can do that. You get all huffy puffy about it.
I think it'd be cool to have students analyze all the different towns and communities in this game. Especially about whether or not they feel it would be realistic. Like, is this what a post-apocalyptic society would actually look like?
You don't visit us anymore.
Because one common criticism with these two games is that they're overtly dark, and that people would actually be better than this, but you know, we would never know unless we actually had a zombie apocalypse.
Who's that?
An old headache. Don't ask.
What do you want?
What does he got? He's got playing cards. I gotta go that way, but just walk around, look around a little bit. What are they looking at?
That guy's been hoarding all sorts of shit in the factory.
Whoa, hold on.
Stuff like this, right? That's completely optional, and you didn't even need to walk near the gate. Wanted for Firefly affiliation, right? So it makes it seem like Fireflies are bad people. What's that? Drafting notice. The civilian service system, the general of the Boston quarantine zone. Alright, so I don't know, did it mention that we were in Boston before? I don't know if there was something specific saying that we are in Boston, but now we know that we're in Boston. To fuck this greeting as... Ooh, this is a lot. As an able-bodied citizen, you are hereby issued work orders to participate in various duties relating to care of the quarantine zone. Please report promptly to main office, Charles Bridge on December 15th and 6:30 a.m. for forward to Armed Force Management Station. Willful failure to appear at the place and hour of the day named to his order subjects. The violator to ration restriction and possible loss of zone residency. Bring your order with you when you report, right? So it could be an interesting conversation about drafting and what that means. So yeah, so this might be the first time that you actually learn that they're in Boston. But I guess one pitfall to that is that the student could very easily not see that note and just not get something like this.
I'm looking for Robert. You come through here?
Half hour ago. He went back to the wharf. He's there now.
Alright, Firefly symbol. right? Look for the light. I would definitely have conversations about what that means, right, as a slogan.
Here we go.
Let us through.
Clearly, this is going to be our first fight, especially with the waist-high obstacles and barriers.
Turn the fuck around and leave now.
I'm not going anywhere without Robert.
Bitch, I will bash your skull unless you turn around and get your dumb ass out of here.
Fuck this.
Take cover!
You ready?
Yeah.
I'll cover you. Get the angle on them.
You're gonna pay for that! Fuck!
Right, lots of conversations about morality in this game, about if they make the right choices or not. Ooh, I'm not very good at shooting. There we go. I definitely shot him in the head.
Nicely done, Texas.
Right, so because you are killing other people in this game, just be prepared. Like, if you do use a game like this, be prepared to have those conversations with your administration and potentially parents. My administration is luckily very open-minded to everything I teach with, especially since one thing I always say is that our students are already playing these games at home, but they're not really, they don't have the space to analyze them and have dialogue, open dialogue about them. So I bring forth, like, we should be meeting them where they are, right? If they're already going to be playing these violent video games, why not educate them at the same time?
Well.
Like, I know a teacher who uses Grand Theft Auto 5. Because every single teenager in existence uses that game, so why not have it turn into a educational resource in some capacity?
There you go. Over here, Joel. More of Robert's guys.
How do you know they're coming? Two of our guys died trying to take Tess out. I guarantee that she and Joel are on their
I only
way
have
here
3
right
bullets,
now
so we'll have to go stealth.
Jesus. We shouldn't have taken this job.
Not our call. Let's spread out and make sure no one's creeping around in here.
Any loot? No loot.
I meant to tell you, just down on Georgia Street, all these soldiers showed up about 5 or 6, all in handcuffs.
You take one out, I'll take the other.
Fireflies? Yep. They lined them up against the wall and sent that all over the city.
Oh, Tess totally lied to me. She said she was going to take him out. Very violent game. There's this guy over there. Yeah, and especially the second game really took it up a notch in the death animations. Yeah, like that. The whole way that characters even interact with the environment, like the wall there, it's really well done.
Let's search the area.
One thing I do wish that this game, and really both of them, could have done differently was really more options to not kill people. It is a stealth game, like maybe knocking people out. Especially since there are times where it's kind of beating you over the head with you're killing good people in general and stuff like that.
Good. Do another once over and then head out. Getting close to sleep.
What about Robert? Who's he holing up with tonight? Guy's too paranoid to stay here by himself.
Fuck if I know. We'll check in with the others and come up with something.
Okay.
You see how long that animation is?
Not bad.
Very bad, Tess. I'm killing people. Anything in here? Nope. I'll go up there first. A number of these sections could be a little longer, drawn out, right? So I would probably have some type of discussion prompts ready to go during scenes like this. Shiv, thank you. Oh, I messed up. I made a big mistake. Is that it?
We should have brought more people.
They just slow us down.
Yeah, you're right.
My bullets.
Come on, the docks are this way. Let's do this.
Do a one around the room, see if there's anything I can take. No, we good.
There's our boy.
Also, that guy totally looks like Bronn from Game of Thrones. For anyone who watches Game of Thrones.
Let's go wrap this up.
Alright, we're about to go on a killing spree.
Yeah, well, we lost our contacts in the north, lost our contacts in the south. Shit, I don't know who's left out there to sell us stuff.
Let's be smart about this.
Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Impressive.
Oh, my students love video games with cursing. I don't need to read that right now.
This guy's wheeling and dealing with everyone in town.
that. No, obviously I put the bottle in my pocket first.
Looks like you are good for something.
Tess laughs as I brutally murder 5 people. I've definitely gotten better at this game. The first time I played this, I messed up immediately and had to pulverize my way through. You could throw the bottle at, is this the last guy? Oh, there's 2 more. So you can use the bottles to distract people, or you can throw it directly at them to, like, stun them. So watch, I'm gonna...
Hey, I heard something! Be careful!
I'll use the bottle on this last guy. Ooh, bullets.
Robert must have been in there.
Oh, yeah. And like, and it's crazy because that, while very violent in the second game, they really take it up a notch into what that looks and sounds like, where you as a player like feel terrible at doing it.
Back, get the fuck back!
You just want to talk, Robert.
We got fucking nothing to talk about!
Does this guy not look like
your
Braun
gun
from Game of
down.
Thrones?
Go fuck yourself!
He's running!
Robert!
Joel, this way! Come on, he ran in here. We almost got it.
Where'd he go?
Oh, hello, Robert.
Tess. Joel. No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
All right.
God damn it!
We missed you.
Look, whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say...
guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Yeah, sure, but it's complicated. All right? Look, all right, just hear me out on this. I got...
Right.
Fuck.
And during this scene, right, usually in video games you play a hero, right, or a hero figure.
Squirming.
And
You were saying?
this is really the first part showing you that Joel and Tess here are really not
Excuse me.
the best of people.
I owed someone.
You owed us. I'd say you bet on the wrong horse.
Well, Joel is originally from Texas,
I just need more time.
which is why he's the
Give me a
southern
week.
accent.
You know, I might have done that if you hadn't tried to fucking kill me.
Come on, it won't
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
I can't. Just give me a couple...
Who has our guns?
It's the Fireflies. I owed the Fireflies.
What?
Look, they're basically all dead. We could just
Just go in there, finish them off. We get the guns. What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those fireflies. Let's go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
Well, now what?
Right, no hesitation, no reaction or anything, just
Go get our
dead.
merchandise back.
How?
I don't know. We explain it to them. Look, let's go find a firefly.
I'm interested to hear what my students would have to say about that. That you're not playing, that you're playing a morally great character.
Why are you here? Business. You aren't looking so hot. Where's Robert?
I needed him alive.
The guns he gave you, they weren't his to sell. I want them back.
Doesn't work like that, Tess.
The hell it doesn't.
I paid for those guns. You want them back? You're gonna have to earn them.
How many cards are we talking about?
I don't give a damn about ration cards. I need something smuggled out of the city. You do that, I'll give you your guns back, and then some.
How do we know you got them? Well, I hear the military's been wiping you guys out.
You're right about that. I'll show you the weapons.
I mean, so far, they've only planted to see that the Fireflies are bad, right, acting as terrorists. So then, but then you meet Marlene here, and it doesn't seem like that.
We gotta get out of here, now. You want this deal? We gotta move. They're here. I know a way around this. Come on.
Part of the reason why this game still looks so good is that it was, I believe it was all motion capture.
Holy shit. Is that your people?
What's left of them? Why do you think I'm turning to you guys? This way.
Environmental storytelling in this game is so good. Like, look at that building over there.
Right now.
It's like leaning on top of the other one.
Planning on leaving the city, but they need a scapegoat. They've been trying to rile us up.
Looks like they did.
We're trying to defend ourselves.
Anything else? Why me? Ask Tess to help. You got a bullet in your stomach. You should not be doing any of this work.
Hey, how you holding up?
I'll live. Hold up. Soldiers. That's the way out. The door under the bridge.
Ain't a big fan of these odds.
We can sneak by them, even though I know that's not your style.
We'll see how it goes. Let's get moving.
Just want to take a look at what these are. Okay, sure. There's just 3 of the same face. 2 of the same face. That's cool though. Get my brick.
I'll get this one. Go around and get the other.
the AI in this game is pretty good in terms of your companions. Oh, get some stuff. Already got a brick. Oh, Tess, what are you doing?
Good to have you around.
Good riddance.
3 more. Again. Okay, that they should have saw me. Oop. Someone help me. There we go.
Not much further now.
Take a quick look around. Not the best looking pool of blood, but older game is old. Anything over here? Nope. Okay.
Go on, get inside.
The game does a good job transitioning between gameplay and cutscenes like this.
Where are we going, Marlene?
This way. It's not far now.
How you holding up?
I'm running on fumes. But I'll make it. The place is right up ahead.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Alright, so just a little bit of world building. What are the rules of the society? Or this quarantine zone. And they're very intentional about the gameplay here, right? So I'm not allowed to walk fast or run, right? It forces me to walk at a slow pace.
Whoa. Come on now. Get on up.
Fuck away from her! Let her go.
You're recruiting kind of young, aren't you?
That's true. We did have curfews across the country
Shit.
recently.
What happened? Don't worry, this is fixable. I got his help. But I can't come with you.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie, we won't get another shot at this.
We're smuggling her?
There's a crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol building.
That's not exactly close.
You're capable. You hand her off, come back, the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapons. I can get patched up. But she's not crossing to that part of town. I want Joel to watch over her.
Whoa, I don't think that's the
I'm not
best
going
Ellie.
with him. How do you know them?
I was close with his brother Tommy. Said if I was ever in a jam, I could rely on him.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
He left you too. He was a good man.
Look, just take her to the North Tunnel and wait for me there.
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
No more talking. You'll be fine. Now go with him.
Don't take
The reluctant father figure.
And you, stay close. Let's go.
Let me just save the game, because I haven't done that yet. I always want to make sure that I... Usually I save a lot more often, but it cuts away from the recording, so I'll try not to do it as often as I usually do. So I'm thinking if I end up remote learning, this is probably... I'll probably do like 2-hour sections with them, since the schedule will be a lot more flexible. And this is probably where I would stop the first time and then have probably 30 to 40 minute discussion with the class afterwards. What do you guys think? Should we stop here and then continue from here next week, or do you want to go a little bit further? Anyone in the chat?
Whoa. I heard all the shooting, but...
Yeah, I agree, Sonoma. So yeah, let's stop here, because especially since we just met Ellie, in that way,
Same thing's gonna happen to us if we don't get off the street.
we can continue next week from this point with Ellie onward. Before you all head out, I'm not sure if everyone's in the Discord. If there's a lot of us teachers and psychologists who all use games in our practice. We hang out in a Discord. If anyone here is interested, I'll throw invite link to the Discord. It's the Geeks Like Us Discord if you're interested in joining. If not, did a number of you find me on Twitter, perhaps? So I just threw the Discord link in the invitation link to the Discord for anyone who would like to join. Also, let me put my Twitter also. I'm pretty active almost every day on Twitter, so you can follow me there. If you do follow me, I will make sure to follow you back, so that we can also talk teaching, education, video games there as well. And I'll share, Bredson, thank you earlier for sharing it. I will share my website with all of my curriculum one more time as well for anyone who's interested. It's all there for free. And then, so for those of you who are new, I will definitely be posting, I have a ton of Zoom wedding photos, and I will definitely be posting more on Twitter as time goes on. We're currently putting together our photo album that we're going to get made. And then, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Geeks Like Us, right, small organization, we do streams every weeknight, I believe on Saturdays as well. So I stream every Wednesday for them. There will be a stream tomorrow with some other really cool people if you're interested. And you can see the schedule on their Twitter or in the Discord if you hop in there. Otherwise, I'll be continuing The Last of Us next week, Wednesday, 7:30, the exact same time. So I hope to see you all. I hope to talk to you all over the course of the week, and we'll continue this on Wednesday. So thanks for coming again.